Hi guys, welcome back to my channel here. If you're new here, I'm Arm Experiment, and today's vlog is kind of a new unboxing. Let's see what's inside. Here we have the open drone, which surprisingly is a lot smaller than the remote. So it's kind of like it's invisible, but let's take it for a spin. I place it down on the ground. Wait. What? Why is it not functioning properly? Can I change battery pack? Here we have the new battery pack, which I don't really know if it works. But for some reason, when I put it in, a green light shows out of 4 ticks. So I hope that works. Let's see if it flies though. And not to mention, it's also got a little on and off button for the light up top. Yes. Why is it making this noise? I have no idea what this is. What? Well, I guess you know what this is time for. A restoration. And to see if we can get this Akamino drone flying and running. So, well, we've got this screwdriver set right here with a few screwdrivers ready to disassemble this drone. For now only, we are probably only just going to be using the 2.4 screwdriver. Hopefully to undo these wings, which are smaller than the size of my hand, literally. So I'm undoing it right now. Actually, they're quite stiff. There we go. I got one of those. And as I'm doing this, please make sure to like and subscribe with those bell notifications on, so you don't miss any of these videos. Right now we're just going to move the wing a little bit to get it out this way. And so here we are with all the screws except one undone. So right now I'm just going to undo just this one. There we go, I've got it loosened and it's ready coming out. For some reason, these screws are quite big if you look in my hand. I'm going to place it in my hand. They are quite big. So I've put all the screws down, and now these wings will flop any direction they want. So hopefully, if we can undo the battery pack and get these all loose, which is right here if you know, you can hopefully get it. And I'm just noticing something from the inside. I'm going to use the very thinnest flathead to go just through the drone and to this lens. It's quite hard if you believe me. Okay, so everything's functioning so good so far. And there. The body comes off. We've got the propellers. We've got the button for the light. And just to show you guys, I'm going to put in the battery box to show you. Here we have the drone's receiver and activator. So I have it all just cramped into this little thing. But hopefully, with a little bit of temptation, we can get this thing working. So now that we've got the interior out, I think I see why this is not working. And it might be a little bit of temptation. This wire, as you can see right here, I'm holding out, got disconnected from this A-line port. So we need to solder that down. But once it's connected, it will kind of actually work. Hopefully, I do not know the controls of it as yet, But just for deeper security that nothing else has happened to this drone, I'm going to use a thin head screwdriver. Actually, not a thin head, I don't know what it's called. Please correct me in the comments. Actually, just to undo these screws. They are quite tough, to be honest. Yeah, probably one of the toughest screws. I'm coming in with a smaller screwdriver, hopefully to get a grip, and yeah, I gripped it. There comes out the one screw, which we can put in the bowl. And then, after further temptation, we realized that this motherboard was very stupidly soldered on. So if it's a motherboard issue, I'm sorry, but we can't help it. So we're going to pop these screws back in right now, and we're just going to screw it. It's quite hard if you believe me. It's quite hard. The tip is to always put it on the screwdriver first, especially if you had a magnetic. Yeah, it's a lot easier to control and to place. Now that we've got it. So after further temptation, we've got it all back in after a few hours, I would say, or so. So for just to help unsolder the motherboard, we're going to remove the light just to make sure it's not fixated by any other screws. We're going to remove the light and put it aside here. And we're going to remove the second screw, just like this, and plop it there. And the light's cover has been disconnected, which you can leave aside with the main board. Now you can try and tempt the light out, as you can see, and it works. So after further temptation, nothing is going to really happen. So if you observe properly, it's not actually going to hold the motherboard down since it's connected from the two different set of wires. So right now we have we are going to put back the cover on. Make sure if you're doing this, please be very careful. It can be very dangerous. So then you can just place these screws in and then just tap it very lightly, then you can screw. Please be able to like, comment and share with those bell notifications on when you subscribe and hit the like button. So please do that and help me get up to 100 subscribers. So now that we are slowly putting in the light screws, we are hopefully going to disconnect. Well, actually we're not going to disconnect the wings, but by further temptation, well, not by further temptation, but by the looks of it, everything is healthy except this one wire. So would I recommend it to you? Definitely yes, even though I've not tried it, but you can search this up. Akamino, right here. Akamino aircraft. It should be 14 plus, by the way, but if you're very skillful with the drone, I would recommend it to you. So after all the reviews, after you've read all the reviews and came back to this video, I would definitely recommend this. It's just this one didn't come in healthy shape. So I'm going to put the cover back on, hopefully in the right way. Nope. So there, the cover's back on, and hopefully we'll see you sometime later. We're going to put the screws back in. As this video comes to an end, please be sure to watch all my other videos and like and subscribe to all of them. Mostly like, but subscribe to any of the videos on any possible way, since that will be a real help and it'll help me afford more money to get these cool stuff to disassemble and review. Oh, the screw's hard. But after all the screws are in, we're going to hopefully, well actually not hopefully, but definitely not, but we're going to try and fly this one more time just to see if it's only that issue. So after looking at the reviews, it just turned out I would definitely not recommend you this drone. It fails and it's way too tiny for support and flight. So I would definitely not recommend you this drone. If you know other drones or other cool gadgets I could buy and test out, please leave a link in the comments where I can try them out. So there we have it. Well, a not fully functional yet working drone. As I'm going to just tighten these screws, you are going to have to tighten them very tightly, since this depends on if this works. For you, for some people it mainly doesn't. But for when it does work, for some of the lucky people, when it does work, just make sure you don't try and fly it too fast. This thing can fly very fast, well hopefully very fast, we don't know about that. But it's very tiny, and if it crashes it could cause some serious damage to the human eye. So be careful with this, and after all, do not buy this stupid drone. Well, that's one good point, it's very strong. So, for further research, we are just going to try and fly this to see if this is the only problem, or if that was probably the main wire. So we're just going to try and fly this. We're powering it on. If you hear those beeping noises, this probably means it failed. And if you notice any other flaws throughout it in this video, leave the time when you saw it and tell me what it was. And we're going to try this in 3, 2, 1. No, it's not really working. I'm trying to throttle it. That was probably the main wire that got disconnected. Okay, so after all, do not buy this drone. So I'm going to just pack this away. While this time, you might as well subscribe, and while your finger's over there, you might as well hit the like button. So hopefully I can get money to buy more of these or use household items to show you nice tricks. But this is the end of the video, and hopefully I don't have a delay, since sorry of the delay, I was a little bit busy with my videos. But I'm just putting all the screwdrivers back, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Stay safe and stay home. Bye.